Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Juan the Yarn Addict, and today I present a crochet shawl tutorial for the Easy Breezy shawl. This shawl features a setup row and a 1-row repeat that can be easily worked up to your desired size. My shawl was worked up with a medium 4-weight yarn using a 6mm US letter J hook. For today's tutorial, I will once again be using a medium 4-weight yarn with a 6mm US letter J hook. Let's take a closer look at the shawl. So here we have our setup row, and from there I moved on to our 1-row repeat, and I continued with this 1-row repeat until I achieved my desired size, which is 6 feet long ways, and then from the center point to the tip, just under 3 feet. It has a really nice edging detail here, and as you can see, the edge is very straight, very nice and neat. And then for the spine, which is this right here, we have a really nice detail there with 2 double crochets on either side of the point. We continued on, and then at the very end I have 1 row for double crochets and 1 row of single crochets. And so that is the shawl. Project details along with timestamps can be found below in the description box for you, just in case you need them. Before we get started, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to see more tutorials like this one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this tutorial started. Okay, so to get started, what we need to do is create a slip knot on our hook. However you do this is absolutely fine. This is how I do it. And once this slip knot is established, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. From here, we're going to take the tip of our crochet hook and go into the very first chain. We're going to draw a loop and slip to close. From here, we're going to tighten our working yarn and take the tail and pinch it against our chain. From here, we're going to gently pull apart, forming a circle. We're going to work our stitches out of that circle, but first we need to chain 2. This chain 2 will not count as a stitch. From here, we're going to go into our circle with 4 double crochets. Yarn over, go in, draw up a loop. You have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. We're going to do that 3 more times. Yarn over, go in, draw up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. 2 more times. So there's 1, and there's 2. From here, we're going to chain 2 and go back into our circle with 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that completes the setup row. From here, what we want to do is, once again, chain 2, and the chain 2 will not count as a stitch. We're going to turn our work and go into this very first stitch with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. From here, we're going to chain 1 and skip 1 and go into the next stitch with a double crochet. From here, we are going to chain 1, skip 1, and go into our chain space with 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. From here, we are going to chain 2 and go back into our chain space with 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. So whatever happens on this side has to happen on this side, just so that both sides are equal. So from here, we are going to chain 1, skip that stitch right there next to that double crochet, and go into that second stitch with a double crochet. From here, we are going to chain 1, skip the next stitch, and go into the last stitch with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. So that is the conclusion of row number 2. That is our 1-row repeat. So from here, what we need to do is chain 2, 1 and 2. We're going to turn our work and go into the very first stitch with 3 double crochets. 2, and 3. From here, we are going to chain 1 and skip 1 and go into the next stitch with a double crochet. So skip this stitch, we're going to go right into this stitch right before the chain space with a double crochet, and that's what it should look like. From here, we are going to chain over the chain and go right into the next stitch with a double crochet. We're going to chain, skip the chain, and go right into the stitch with a double crochet. Just like that. From here, we are going to chain 1, skip 1, and go right into our chain space here with 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. So we have 2 double crochets. We're going to chain 2 and go right back in there with 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. And as I mentioned previously, whatever happens on this side has to happen on this side as well, just so that it's balanced. So from here, we are going to chain 1, skip the first stitch, go into the second stitch with a double crochet. From here, we are going to chain 1, skip the chain, and go into the stitch with a double crochet. Chain 1, skip the chain, go right into that stitch right there after the chain with a double crochet. So it's just like a chain 1, skip 1, but you're skipping the chain instead of a stitch. From here, we're going to chain 1, skip 1, and go into the last stitch right there with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to make a bunny ear here and show you the work. And so this is what our work looks like. As our project builds out, these rounded edges will become very flat, and as you can see, this edge already is pretty straight. And from here, we're just repeating this 1 row repeat. Just for good measure, I'll do it one more time. I'm going to place the hook back on our work, tighten our working yarn, and chain 2. From here, we are going to turn the work and go into the very first stitch with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. 3 double crochets. From here, we are going to chain 1, skip 1, and go into the next stitch with a double crochet. And from here, we're going to create a series of windows, chain 1, skip 1, and go into the next stitch with a double crochet. So all the stitches will receive upstairs neighbors of a double crochet with the chains right in between. So you're going to chain 1 and then go right into the next stitch and insert a double crochet right above the one from the last row. And you're going to continue doing that. So chain 1, skip 1, but you're placing your stitches right above the stitches. So chain 1 and go right into the head of that next stitch, and it should look like that. We're going to chain 1, jump over the chain, go right into the stitch with a double crochet, and just before our chain space up top here, we have 1 stitch. So we're going to chain 1, skip that stitch, and go into the chain space with 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. We're going to chain 2 and go back into our chain space with 2 double crochets. And we're just going to repeat everything we just did from this side over here to this side. So it's a mirror image. So from here, we are going to chain 1, skip the first stitch, go into that second stitch with a double crochet. We're going to chain 1, jump over the chain, and place a double crochet above the double crochet from the last row. We're just going to repeat that all the way down the side here. Okay, so as of right now, we have 2 stitches remaining. I'm going to chain 1, skip 1, and go into the last stitch with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. So far, so good. So that concludes row number 4. To move on from here, we are going to pretend that the shawl is complete. I'm going to show you the 2 border rows to finish off the project. So from here, I'm going to place the hook back on my work. I'm going to chain 2 and turn my work over, and the chain 2 will not count as a stitch. Okay, so this very first row is going to be a row of double crochets. So the very first stitch, as per usual, will receive 3 double crochets. So we're going to go ahead and do that. 1, 2, and 3. From here, we're going to insert a double crochet into every stitch and every chain space. So let's go ahead and do that. Double crochet next door here, and one more time here. Next door we have a chain space, so we're just going to go right in that window and insert a double crochet. Next door we have a stitch, so we're going to go into the head of that stitch and then into the window. And we're going to repeat that process all the way up the side until we get to our chain space at the top here. So continue on with that, and I shall see you at the top here in just a moment. Okay, so I'm at the chain space at the top. I've inserted double crochets into every stitch and in every chain space. From here, we're going to work 3 stitches into our chain space here. So we're going to insert a double, a treble, and a double. So let's start. We're going to go in with a double crochet, and then for a treble, we're going to wrap around twice, go into our chain space, draw up a loop. You have 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over, go through 2. That's 1 time. Do it again for a 2nd time, and then yarn over and do it again for a 3rd time. And from here, we're going to go back into our chain space with a double crochet. Just like that. Okay. From here, we're going to continue inserting double crochets into every stitch and in every chain space. So let's go ahead and do that. Right next door here with a double. And again, we're just going to go in with a double to every stitch and every chain space. There we go. And this is what it should look like. All right, so continue on with this, and I shall see you down here at the end of our row in just a moment. Okay, so I'm at the end of the row here, and I have 1 stitch remaining, and in that last stitch, I'm going to insert 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. So this is what our work looks like on a much smaller scale, of course. And so for the final row, we're going to do a row of single crochet. So from here, we're going to place the hook back on our work. We are going to chain 1. The chain 1 will not count as a stitch, and we're going to turn our work over. And we're going to go into this very first stitch with 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. From here, we're going to insert 1 single crochet in every stitch all the way down, and I will meet you right here when we get close to the point where our treble crochet is, right here in the middle. So continue on with that, and I'll meet you right here in just a moment. Okay, so I am back, and I have arrived to just before the treble crochet in our chain space. So in that chain space, we had 3 stitches from the previous row. I've inserted a single crochet in the first stitch from the previous row. So next we have the treble crochet. So in that particular stitch, right above the treble, we're going to insert 3 singles right into that stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Perfect. And from here, we're going to continue on inserting 1 single crochet into every stitch of this final row. Just like this. 1 single crochet in every stitch. So continue on with this, and I shall see you at the end of the row in just a moment. Okay, so I've arrived to the end of the row. I have 1 stitch remaining, and in that last stitch I'm going to insert 2 single crochets. Just like that. So to finish off the project, what I like to do is chain 2, and I'm going to grab my scissors and cut a tail. From here, I'm going to remove the hook. I'm just going to pull it away, just like that, and I'm going to pinch up top and pinch just beneath, and I'm going to slide this hand closest to the work down to really squeeze in those 2 chains, just like that, and it creates this knot that just will not come out. And from here, we're just going to sew in our ends. So on a smaller scale, this is what our project looks like. Very, very nice. So just going to show you what our original project looks like once more. So here it is on a larger scale, and the beginning and the end of every row has this really nice detail. And then for the spine, the centerpiece here I call the spine, it has a really nice detail as well with the 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles for every row here. And then of course at the very end, this is what the final 2 rows look like. Very, very nice. So that is all I have for this tutorial. I really hope that you liked it. If you did, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. And then of course share the video. I would definitely appreciate the support. So that is all I have for this tutorial. And until the next one, take care. Bye-bye.